Bonjour, Mustii. Moi,
Hello.
je suis Jasper de Songfestival.be. Pour commencer, félicitations avec la sortie de ta chanson de l'Eurovision.
Dankjewel, meneer. Merci beaucoup. C'est gentil.
Euh,
Gentil.
mais justement pour, comment on dit en français, pour prévenir, ce interview est aussi disponible sur YouTube. Donc, je pense que pour les fans internationaux, c'est plus intéressant de préférant l'interview en anglais.
Yes, let's
Donc,
switch in
I'm
English.
going to switch to English, if that's okay for you.
I'm following you. I'm following you. Let's go there in English.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with my French, of course.
Ton français est très bien. Je spreekt
Ah,
beter Frans dan ik spreek Nederlands. Huh? You
ik
speak
zal
like
jou
when...
leren Nederlands. Ik zal jou Nederlands
Yeah.
leren en jij mij Frans. Ça marche.
Okay, so let's do it in English then.
Yeah, indeed. Let's do it in English so everyone can understand what you have to say to the world.
Oh yeah.
Um, my first question, Musti, I just checked, and your song is in the top five of the Eurovision bookmakers at the moment. So you're one of the big favorites at the moment. How does that make you feel?
Honestly, I really don't want to stay focused on that. I'm really trying to avoid. Of course, it's a great start. It's positive. It's good energy, and I take it. But I really don't want to stay focused on that because I know how it works. It's always like
Yeah.
up, down, and there's a lot of different voices. People likes it, people don't. But it's good. I feel the energy. It's a good energy, but I will stay focused on the work and because there's a lot of things to do now. And I'm always a bit scared with what's with everything linked to the bookmakers or the previews, and it's we are really at an early stage now, so
Yeah.
we can't say a lot. There's still a lot of songs, and yeah, so it's good. It's a good start. I won't say the opposite, but it's not the most important for now. Now it's the song is out. People, it's for the people now, and I'm so glad with that. I'm proud of the song.
Mhm.
Now I will work a lot for what's coming because yeah, there's still a lot to do.
And were you nervous putting the song out there? Were you nervous about that?
Yeah, it was a mixed feeling. I was nervous, but also I was super excited, and I really wanted for the song to be out because it was too long in the end. I was like, I'm on it since a few months now, so I was a bit becoming crazy, and now it's out and it's yours, and yeah, it's a relief in a way, right? Really. But I'm so happy with the first reviews
Mhm.
but I also like Gustav told me, like a good advice. He told me don't. It can make you sick if you gonna watch all the comments and all the reviews. You can become a bit crazy. So I'm staying also a bit far away
Yeah.
from that. But sometimes it's impossible. But yeah, but it's just good that it's out and now I can go into the work of the staging and the visuals and all that.
Well, it's true what Gustav is saying because when his song was selected, the very first month he was at the bottom of the
I
bookmakers
know.
and he
Yeah.
ended up seventh.
So
So,
that's why it doesn't mean anything in a way. Huh? It's in everything is in the process with the live shows with so yeah, I'm not watching this, but I'm happy that the song is out and really it's my DNA. It was one of my rules. So if I'm doing Eurovision, it's really with one sound coming from the heart and
mhm.
from my guts and from my world, and not to fake anything or to try to do something for Eurovision, thinking
Yeah.
about what could work or not. It was a danger for me. So I'm happy because it's really a song from my next album, and it's me, like really 100%. So I'm happy with that.
But are you aware that when you put a song out, people can say, okay, it's nice, okay, it's not that bad, but the reactions are very, it's beyond expectations what people are saying. Some people, even Eurovision experts, are saying that Belgium even can win this year.
Don't say that to me. Yes, but it's also a momentum, you know, there's the excitement, the moment it's the day of the release, and so everybody's like, oh wow, but I want to stay really
Yeah,
humble everything, because I know how it works, and really it's a bit dangerous when we are too positive
I
to
know, but we're so
no,
happy with
no,
the
but
reaction.
of course I'm enjoying this,
Yeah, you should.
and I'm enjoying this, of course, and it's a lot of fun. And also, I'm super touched that, because I already received some really moving messages. Like, people were like, "Okay, the song is coming at one time in my life where I'm not feeling so well, where and if people can find some a safety place in this
Yeah,
song. It's, for me, it's like the best thing. That's really what I
yeah,
wanted, because it's a song about resilience. It's a song about that, when life can be a struggle sometimes, and at one point you need to find your own strength inside, and if it can, yeah, if it can touch the heart of people like
yeah,
that, it's really the best thing. Aside the bookmakers, aside
yeah, I understand.
the previews, but I received some moving, like, really touch messages. I was almost like literally crying when you receive something like that. Okay, this song is at the right time. You're saving me now, and I'm like, what the fuck? Music is can be so powerful, you know. And I'm so, for me, that's the best gift, and that's why I want to make music, because we share and we connect, and we feel the same struggle. We share the same struggle. We feel the same things.
Mhm.
That's the reason why I'm doing all this.
Now, your song is out. We've heard it on, we are hearing it on the radio. We've seen your video clip. Now, a lot of people are curious. When will you perform your song for the very first time live? When will that
I
happen, Musti?
I think it's still in a conversation right now. I think it's not there's
Decided yet?
different, yeah, but and I'm not sure I can talk to you about it, in fact.
Yeah, you can, you can.
No, I'm not sure, but and I talk too much, me. I'm always saying everything, and it's I have to be careful with that. But I think it's in a few weeks. I don't think
So
it's
are you considering singing it live for the very first time at a pre-party or at a television program, for example?
I think maybe before, in the pre-parties, there will be pre-parties first, and then there's a television program coming after. But again,
Okay.
it's still a bit in a conversation. And of course, I don't want to give everything in the early stages. I don't want to. What I mean is, I don't want to. What I'm gonna make on stage in Malmö is not what I'm gonna make on stage on a television program here in
Yeah.
Belgium, or in the pre-parties. There will be some links, of course, but I want to keep the mystery for Sweden,
Yeah.
you know, not to deliver everything already,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
understand. Speaking about that mystery in Sweden, how are you preparing for that at the moment? What are you doing?
No, it's still a bit of, for now. I'm focusing on the promo, because the song is out, like, since 2 days, so it's really a bit of overwhelming now. It's more focused to that, like talking about the song, sharing the
Mhm.
song, like doing press medias and stuff. But when it's gonna be a bit more quiet, I really want to start again with the vocal coaching, with the rehearsal, with the visuals. Go really on a stage and start working with Nick, who is my choreographer. He was also there a bit during the shooting of the clip. Nick Coutier, who is like one really great and talented guy from Belgium, a young dancer. He worked with Sidi Larbi Cherkaoui, Pharrell Williams, Beyonce. He's one of the greatest for me. He's
Whoa,
really young, but great guy. So I will start working with him. You know, we started work for the video clip, you know, and now we need to keep on exploring, keep on diving into it, and see how the sound, what the sound can
do
do on
live.
stage. But yeah, we'll go live. How, you know, there's some clues in the video, but I really want to do something unique and special for the stage. And the song deserves something special, and we need to also focus on this build up, how we can like follow the build up and
Yeah, I've got a
be
question
classy and
about
smart about it.
I've got a question about that because in Eurovision, most of the songs the song can only last for 3 minutes. So a lot of songs in Eurovision, they give away the chorus after 30 seconds. Your song
Completely.
has a bit of a more classical build up to that big chorus. Are you aware that it will be essential to grab the attention of the viewers by the very first second to get them to that big ending of
It's
your
a
song?
it's a bit of a risk with this song. I know that, but you know, it's also it's a risk, and it's maybe the bad point with this song, but it's also or in another way, it's also a good point with this one because it makes it special in a way, this build up, and we need the tension must like go higher and higher and higher. But I know that the first seconds are really, really important, but I'm really I really want to work on the way I live the song, the focus on the interpretation. Some, you know, it's even in the way we put the camera and how we focus on me, and it's
And is it all planned for the moment? Do you already know how you're going to do that, or are you
we
just
have we have a concept. Everything is right. We write it down on a big dossier, but now the thing is we're gonna go uh on a real stage with real stuff and see how it works, and then make little changes like, okay, this work, no, it's not
Mhm.
working, and make the change we need. But the whole concept, the whole storyboard is there. Now it's we have to see in live if it's okay, and then make our changes. But yeah, the concept is there since a pretty long time now, and I'm really happy with it. But we never know, so in real life it can change. But
And is it a concept that came to life in your own mind, or did you need help from other people to make
in fact,
the draft?
I made a first mood board in my room with all my ideas and stuff, and then I show it to my team. And it's like I said, it's really a Belgian team, guys from Antwerp,
Yeah.
Brussels, Wallonia. There's also Bjorn Tagmos and Deborah Blumen, who are from Antwerp. Bjorn worked with big guys like Iggy Pop or Grace Jones, and is like a
Cool.
really, really great director. And we talked a lot. And Deborah also. They've seen my mood board. They understand the references. They understand. Yeah, we are really
There was
on
a
the same.
connection between what
Yeah,
you wanted and what they could create with
exactly.
it.
Yeah. So first it's my head, my mood board, and then it's only exchange of discussions. You know, like a ping pong, huh? Like tennis players. You have an idea. Okay,
Yeah.
give me an idea back, and then we build the castle like that. Um, but I know that the first second of the song, it's super important,
Mhm.
and this song is pretty low and smooth in the beginning. So I know that but sometimes I'm pretty sure that it's even in a look, in the eye. If you know, you can, the visual is really important, but the way the camera is on you and the way you live the song,
Yeah.
it can grab an audience, I think. So we really have to be smart and classy, respect the rhythm and the flow of the song, and then beam reveal. But yeah, it's a big work, but I'm aware that it's
Yeah.
not the easiest song for that, because the beginning is pretty small and slow. But I think with the visuals we can maybe do something to grab the audience. I
Well,
hope.
there's also a big choir in your song. It will be very hard to get an entire choir on stage because there
Impossible,
are
yeah.
only 6 people allowed. Now, last year with Gustav, we saw that having live backing vocals, despite you can also having them pre-recorded, you can also
Yeah.
have live backings like Gustav did. They can give an extra energy to your song. Are you going to work together with live backing vocals?
In fact, oh, if you want, I can't say that much. Huh? You want a lot of information. No, in fact, the difference here with the Gustav project that I really liked, it was amazing. But the difference here is the choir here is massive. So
Mhm.
it's like it's really you know, there's a lot of vocals in it, and it to give this epic and drama feeling. And so the problem, if you ask two or three singers, it's not really coherent with the massive effect of the vocal. It's a bit, it can be a bit not a good contrast, because you have those backing who's
Big on a bit underwhelming. Yeah.
yeah. So it's still something we need to work on, but that's the best challenge in the work, is to translate in in an artistic way this massive choir in a way. But I think we can use a lot of tools for that. But to put 2 or 3 back singers to represent this massive choir,
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure it's the best thing to do. It
Yeah.
can also do the opposite feeling, because you hear a massive thing and you see, so, but I don't want to say too much, but
So
you
maybe
know
you're
what
going to be alone on stage.
I don't know.
I'm very curious to find out in the time coming. Like you said, you're doing for the moment a lot of promotion to your song. For people outside of Belgium, yeah, we in Belgium we've got two parts. You've got a Dutch part and a French part in Belgium. You are a popular common name in the French part of Belgium and also in France. Unfortunately, we in the Dutch part of Belgium are discovering Mustii now, so we are getting to know you at the moment. Will you do some extra promo in Flanders
I
to
think so.
get everyone behind you?
Yes, that's really what I want, to connect also with the Flemish audience. I started that with the promos there in early week when this, and I feel that there's good feedbacks from the north of the country, and also that's one of my condition in my team. Like I said, there are a lot of Flemish artists in my creative team, and it was
Yeah.
really important for me, because if I'm going there with a symbol and to represent my country, I need to represent the whole of Belgium. I don't want to go there with only French-speaking people. So, and it's a proof for me that it's possible to work together, and the arts and music is a way to work together. To be, let's say, united together, and it's a hard, complicated country, Belgium. We know that, huh?
Yeah.
But if there's a place when we can work together, let's do it. And music is one of
Yeah.
these places. Eurovision is one of these places. It's all about unity, and that's, sometimes I'm a bit sad with the way our country is working, huh? Even for the artists, it's really two separate worlds sometimes. And I really want to connect with the Flemish audience. I feel this song can have yeah, can definitely do some work there. I think so. The message is pretty universal. The message is pretty simple, and yeah, the meaning of the song, I maybe can connect also with the Flemish people. So I will try. I will go a lot in the north of the country,
You're
and
welcome.
thank you, thank you.
Just
I
cross a little border and you're
yeah,
welcome. No problem at all.
ik moet mijn Nederlands werken,
Un petit
omdat
peu, oui, oui.
belangrijk te spreken. But I'm not tweetalig yet, but I can try. I will work on
Well,
it.
if you do very well at Eurovision, nobody will be bothered that your Dutch isn't that perfect at the moment. But I think in general, it's better to maybe also have some words Dutch in your
Of
in your life. Um,
course.
Now, like you said, your team is there are people from Flanders and Wallonia
Yeah,
or the Walloon part
Brussels.
in your song. But you said my song wasn't written especially for Eurovision. But how can it be that Pierre Dumoulin,
I
who has
know.
two songs in Eurovision, Nina Sampermans, she has one Belgian Eurovision song, but also songs for Estonia and Switzerland. Is it then a coincidence that they wrote the
You
Eurovision
want
one?
You won't believe me, but I can assure you that it's a pure coincidence, because I
Yeah,
was I was making sessions for my album like few months ago, long time ago, for the next album, who's coming at the end of the year. And I really wanted to work with Pierre since a long time, because
yeah,
I know he also had a group called Roscoe
yeah,
in south of Belgium.
yes.
And we met each other in parties or festivals and stuff. So there was already a good link, a good connection. So, and I didn't even know that I was doing Eurovision when we met, you know. I was like, okay, are you agree, you agree to come with me in studio, try some stuff
Yeah.
together, create, compose some music. So we start in Liège, and Eurovision thing came months after. So it's pure coincidence. And for the writing, first I'm writing the first ideas, the first lines when I'm only in the studio with Pierre, like
Okay.
first. So it's not, it's some lines are still there now, but it was like the first idea already, the ending was already there. Before the party's over, got a soul on fire. It was there at the beginning. And then it's always what I'm doing. I'm gonna see I will see my friend Ariana. Ariana is my co-writer for my last album. Is a English girl, like really talented girl, and so we start to work on the text and the lyrics together. And then we came to Nina, but just for some
Adjustments.
little yeah adjustments, right? So um, so there with Nina, we knew that I will make Eurovision for
Yeah.
the little adjustment. But what I mean is for the beginning, for the first, the base of the song
It never started with Eurovision.
was for my album to close, and in fact it's also a song to close my album. The idea was like it was to make like a closing song, you know. It's just the before the party's over, because the whole album concept is on me, on my past few years living, more assuming myself and living in this alternative queer world in Brussels. So I make a metaphor between a party and life,
Yeah.
and and it was the end of the album, and then and now it's the Eurovision song, so I'm really happy.
Maybe it was destiny after all, putting Pierre and Nina there and
Crazy, no,
everybody
but it's
together. Maybe
crazy,
it
huh?
was a bit of a destiny that it would be the Eurovision entry after all. Like you said, you have an album coming up. You mentioned the end of the year. Is there already a release date for it?
No, not yet. I
Not yet.
just said that it's the end of the year, and I'm playing it Forêt Nationale, Force
Yeah,
Nationale, in February to introduce this album, like to you know, to share the album live for the first time.
just casual, introducing your album at one of the biggest venue of Belgium.
Yeah, I still can realize that it's going to happen for me. It's a dream. I've seen so many live shows in this mythical
Yeah.
room. It's great. Yeah.
So first Eurovision in May, and then at the end of the year, with the beginning of 2025, another big adventure for you.
There's also a movie coming out in the
Yeah,
next few months. So it's everything at the same time. So if you don't like me, you you will be
yeah, you'll
sick.
be all over the place for some months. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
Um,
I'm happy. But if I'm last at Eurovision, maybe nobody will come to see me. Huh? That's another problem.
well, I think the pressure is on if you want it or not. People have expectations, and sometimes Belgium had a hard time living up to that expectations. There are some favorites who didn't end up where we thought they would, but
That's
let's
why
hope that
I don't want to put too many pressure. For me, it's
no.
a great challenge. It's positive. It's only joy. And you know, I've just, for me, the most important thing is I don't want to have any regrets, and I want to be proud of the performance, that it stays classy, smart, and powerful and touching at the same time. That's really what I want.
Could you be satisfied with yourself in a worst case scenario that you don't get to the finals, but you have but you sang of you gave the best performance of your life, but you didn't get through? Would you be satisfied with that?
The
I
first goal
don't
is
think
to
so.
I want to go to the final, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say like that. But no, but the goal is to go to the final, of course. But it's hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But I think if you are keeping it very close to your heart, and if you are developing all your plans, then you can only do your best and give the best performance at that time. So I think we're hoping for the best to happen on that that front. So I said Songfestival.be, Songfestival.be. So we're a Belgian website, the biggest Belgian website on Eurovision. So my last question, Mustii, is a bit of a Eurovision history question. So I'm hoping that you're
Uh-oh.
ready for it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I did say in advance, so we're going to see what you will say. It's a very simple question. And my question is, what's your favorite Belgian Eurovision entry?
Oh, I can no, I have the answer already. It's
Okay.
and it's really you will say that it's because of Pierre, but really not. It's really City Lights from Blanche for me is a masterpiece. I think she's one of the most interesting vocalists, female vocalists in Belgium,
Yeah.
definitely. I saw her a few days ago on. We were in the same place, had a little drink. It was really fun. But no, really,
City
this song,
Lights, yes.
yeah, great. City Lights, really.
And do you remember where she ended up in the end?
Four,
Yeah,
no?
she was
Four.
fourth. Yeah. So
And
it would be, you know, in the history of Belgium at Eurovision, we've never been third. So I hope you become first. But if that doesn't happen, it would be very cool to have you maybe on the third place. It never happened before for Belgium.
it's a high expectation. Thank you. My God, I'm
I'm
not
sorry.
sure.
I'm sorry.
No, but yes, of course.
That's something that you developed yourself with that song. That the expectations are very high, and we as Belgians are very proud having you representing us. And yeah, we hope for the best every time, every year we've got a new entry. So we need to support our entry.
No, I love the support and stuff, but yeah, I really work hard, to have any regrets. I will work hard. I think it's also like Gustav told me, huh? It's also there. It's rehearsal, rehearsal,
Yeah, it's a
rehearsal.
full-time job
No
at
other,
some point.
no other way. I no other way. There's no magic trick. It's a work. Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to let you go and have your busy work that you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you
No,
very
at the
much
evening I will chill in not tonight. Tonight I stop. The
in
day
your
was
chill
long. So
pants.
let me a free evening.
For me, no problem. You can have your free evening. And for me, no problem at all. But like I said, thank you for this interview. Best of luck with everything that's coming up in the coming months. And how do you say in French? Bonne chance.
Bonne chance. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Thank you. I will try to make you proud.
Thank you, Mustii. Thank you very, very much.
Merci beaucoup.